Hey there, it's Big Tony coming at you from the test server this weekend. Going out to take a first look at the Ochokochi. It is a goat-like bot, has a charge RAM-like feature. It's an interesting bot, guys. We're going to go out there, we're going to play a little bit. I'm going to give you my first impressions of it. We're also going to take a look at the Ultimate Mender. Another ultimate bot, guys. What can I say? They just want to keep flooding the market with it. At least for those who have a ton of resources to go and get it. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's hop into some gameplay and let's talk about the Ochokochi. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. We are doing Beacon Rush. Thank heavens I didn't want to land in TDM. We are on the power plant. Yeah, the power plant map. And we're going to start off here. This is one of the Ochokochis. I keep trying to make sure I get that name right. Or Ochokochi, however you want to pronounce it. And I've got on here the ultimate igniters and blazes. So this is going to be a flamethrower beast right here. My first impressions of this are it looks fantastic. I mean, it is a cool looking robot. Kind of looks like if a Tyr, an Erebus, and a goat had a love child. I mean, it's pretty funky looking. Now, its special ability is rather interesting, which is, you have got this charge feature. You hit the button, and it allows you to run exceedingly fast, do kind of like what the Minos does. You kind of use your, kind of like a blast wave in front of you. When you get close, it'll launch things. And it does something rather interesting. It gives you, it's like 60% reduction in DOT damage. But here's the interesting part. It takes direct hits, and you don't take damage from direct hits from other weapons. It turns it into DOT effect. So I'm guessing you're getting, about half damage from anything that hits you. So this thing could, in theory, handle a first hit from a Reaper Crisis build, a Crisis Reaper build. So this is rather interesting. Now, of course, the ultimate igniters are pretty vicious, guys, and they charge up your passive modules pretty quick. Same with your mothership. Now, let's go ahead and run the ultimate Mender out here. Overall, the Ochokochi is a little bit hard to control. It's, when you see, like, in real life, for any of you guys who've lived on a farm or been to a place where you could actually, we gotta get to the side here, where you've seen a goat actually ram something, they're kind of out of control when they do stuff. And that is exactly what it does there. It's hard to control, and you're all over the place when you're running that fast. So it's kind of clumsy, but it's a bit on the destructive side. It's kind of cool. I'll wait to see what happens there. Now, this is the intended ultimate build. This is the ultimate Mender, ultimate Blaze, ultimate Igniter. And I tell you, I've got some nice kills going here already. This thing, I mean, the Mender already is a little healing beast on the battlefield. The ultimate version will be just that. It's ultimate. It's going to be a little more hard to get. It's going to definitely be value and an asset on the battlefield. It was interesting how we went about it this last time around to get a shot at the last ultimate build. It was spins, but they were asking you to burn your upgrade tokens to do it. And I've heard people burn as many as 30, 40 of those upgrade tokens to get their ultimate, I believe it was the ultimate Ares that was available last time. This is still a very much, the ultimates are very much a prestige package, guys. Whether you're looking at the Spectre, the Mender now, the Invader, all of those are going to be, those are just those one builds that the big payers are going to get. Or if you're exceedingly lucky in your first spin. Okay, let's take a takedown right here. Now this Ochokochi is, I got a Splinter and a Shatter, a pair of Splinters and Shatters on here. These are kind of like slower firing Dragoons. That's what they look like. That's how they behave. Now they say they're a shotgun, a direct line fire shotgun type weapon. To me, just think, if you were good with the Dragoons, you'll be good with these. If you weren't good with the Dragoons, you're probably not going to be very good with these. Because you're just like that there. Just a little bit off, and you can see, you're not going to get on target. These things have no aim assist whatsoever. And because of their slow projectile speed, Yeah, I'm guessing it's just a lot of people are going to say no to this. Now, there are some other weapons I would rather run on here. I would run the sonic shotguns. I would run the blast charge shotguns on here. I would run, well, just about any combo of any other weapon. Even the harpoon weapons would probably be pretty good on this. But definitely, I'm not a big fan of these new weapons. To me, it's a little too hit or miss for me. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this with the sonic shotguns this time. You can see this thing runs. This thing is just a beast for charging in. You can stop if you're running and you hit the button again. You can stop your charge right away, and I mean you stop almost dead in your tracks. And of course, you need a clean line of run because if you get any sort of little obstacle in the way or a little bump or something, it stops you, and it basically ends the run for you. So this is definitely something I don't know if this is going to be a meta bot, guys. I didn't think that about the Ophion either. The Ophion's actually turning out to be pretty good. So this will take some buffs over the next couple test servers, I'm sure. And of course, when it hits live server, right off the bat, there'll be an okay pilot for it. But in the update after that, there'll be a super pilot for this. This might turn out to be something a little more interesting than I'm thinking. But look at this. You can traverse the whole field. This is like, oh my gosh, people are going to think you're a hacker when you do this. This thing just charges across the battlefield. But it definitely, it's a good bot. My first impression is definitely a thumbs up. And it's squishy enough people can take you out. At least in test server. We'll see what happens when we get modules, pilots, and all that stuff on there. Alrighty, we got the victory. I want to show you guys one more build. So let's take a look at a harpoon build version of this. And then we'll hop back in the hangar and I'll give my final wrap up. Alrighty guys, here we go. We are making a run here. This is the needle and spike version of the Ochokochi. This is quite vicious, guys. If you need to get up into someone's craw, I think there we go. We got a couple bots over here. I'm gonna line myself up. You can turn with this when you're in charge mode, but it's a little tricky. You really got to get used to it. But I'm going to use this as kind of a sniper or takedown. You can see there I had a little bit of an incline, and it stopped my charge. So any little change can, kind of knock you out of special ability mode. There's a nice double kill right there. Seriously, this is a charge in and destroy you type build right here. This is pretty vicious. Now, it's going to get taken out as soon as, your special ability wears off and they get a bead on you. But boy, it sure is fun to get those shots in while you can. Let's go ahead and get this guy right here if we can. And come on. And, oh, I didn't get him. Now, I'm running the Kestrel drone this time with it, and that really helps bump the speed up a bit. And I can't wait to see what happens when we run pilots on it. Alrighty, guys, we're back in the hangar here. We played around a little bit with the targeting system, too, out there today. It's a little better. I'm going to say that. It's a little better. I'm not going to say it's the cure we've all been dreaming of and wanting for the, our wonky aiming system that we've been dealing with for the last 9+ years. But it's going at least in the right direction. At least they're looking at it and trying to make a few changes. That's a good thing. So let's go ahead and go through here. The Ochokochi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm giving it a thumbs up. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting bot. I don't necessarily think it's going to be meta at this point. I don't think it's going to be that super meta bot. I could be totally wrong, though, because you can never take anything on test server at face value. This thing is going to get buffed. It's going to get a pilot. You add modules to it. You get, a good drone with it as well. This thing might turn out to be a beast. But as it sits right now, just its raw ability out in the battlefield, it's hard to control. It gets knocked out of special ability when it hits a little bump or an incline. So it's got some failures to it. And of course, once you drop out of special ability mode, you are squishy and you're slow, and you are going to get hammered on. So at least there's some negatives to it, not all positives, and that to me kind of looks more balanced. So that's a good thing. Now the Ultimate Mender, again, another ultimate build, guys. The best one so far has been the Spectre and the Orkans. This is Ultimate Orkans. I had a little brain fart there. That's been the best of the ultimates, but that was expensive. The rest of them have been expensive, but not quite on that par scale. But we'll see how things progress with it. You'll probably see a few menders on the battlefield coming up in a few weeks, because there's always someone who's going to be able to get it. And it's going to be a prestige type, build. It's going to be something, when you see it, you're going to be like, that guy had some pocket change to spend. And I don't mean pocket change. We're talking ka-ching. Alrighty, guys, time to bail out of the test server. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Alright, guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.